The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
On today's show, what changes are Western Illinois University looking at for next year's academic year? One proposal may save students some big bucks.
And the creator of Rocky on Parade joins us on set later to discuss this year's plans for the event that involves the campus and the community.
But first, changes may need to be made to Macomb's ambitious plan to revitalize downtown commerce. Good morning, Macomb. Thank you for joining us. I'm Colleen Judge.
And I'm Franny Smith. A lack of grant money is causing a delay in work on Macomb's downtown district. Macomb's Committee of the Whole met Monday night to discuss recommendations on the downtown revitalization project. When talking about what can be done to get the project underway, most speed bumps pointed towards money. Mayor Mike Edmonds spoke passionately about the setbacks that the City Council is facing with the revitalization.
Although I am frustrated, disappointed, several emotions come into play, is that I do understand that if we're going to do it right, it will absolutely depend on some grant funding from the state to get it done right.
The Committee of the Whole also mentioned a possibility of removing the medians at the downtown square in the coming year. Mayor Inman told us that the removal would be a good start in the downtown revitalization project.
New this morning, WIU Student Government Association is looking to place a representative in Macomb City Council. The topic came up at Tuesday night's SGA meeting. President David Dunn told members that he has talked with Mayor Mike Inman about having an ex officio representative at City Council. But President-elect Will Gradle would have to be the one to enact it in the fall.
The tax filing deadline is today. You have until 11:59 tonight to file a return with the IRS or file an extension that gives you an extra 6 months to submit paperwork. We talked to officials at WIU. They tell us the school does not offer free tax services through the accounting department like they used to. But if you're looking for local tax preparers, several businesses in the city of Macomb provide tax filing services.
Macomb police say the incident started at the Forum when the two men involved were waiting in line to get inside the club. Macomb police tells us that 24-year-old William Spann of Chicago Heights stole his roommate's car while Blake Brown stood in line. Police say that Brown asked Spann to grab his ID, and after Spann went to the car, he never returned. Macomb police say they became aware of theft when Spann crashed the black Chevy into several trees in the 900 block of South Randolph. The crash caused extensive damage to Brown's cars, including a missing tire and missing door handles. Officers say Spann left the scene before they got there. A witness at the scene described the suspect to police. They say he had a phone call and then fled the scene.
Later, police tell us Brown and Spann got into a fight at the Forum where Brown was arrested on a battery charge. Police arrested 23-year-old Blake Brown of South Holland at the Forum along with Spann following the altercation. Officers tell us Brown's roommate, William Spann, matched the witness's description of the car's driver. Both men have since been released from the McDonough County Jail.
Student insurance prices look to skyrocket next year. The price is set to increase by about 48%. Students will pay $223 more each semester. Officials say Blue Cross Blue Shield claim they had to make the increase because fewer students enrolled insurance last year. Students can waive the insurance by submitting a form to Butte Health Center. Forms will be available in June.
Western Illinois is taking a demonstrative approach to combat drinking and driving. Western's EMS team will be conducting a mock DUI with the help of many law officials around Macomb, such as the Macomb Fire Department and the McDonough District Hospital. The Office of Public Safety and Western EMS say they want to provide a real view of drunken driving and its tragic effects and encourage everyone to attend. The event will take place this Monday, April 20th at 10 a.m. in QLA.
As we get closer to the end of the academic year, Western Illinois and the community will remember 5 students who passed away during the 2014-2015 year. Adam Fox, Cedric Huffman, Ty Rylander, Kayla Smith, and Gabrielle Yoakum will be honored during a tree planting ceremony on April 22nd. The ceremony will be held on the west lawn of Sherman Hall at 4 p.m. with a reception in the University Art Gallery immediately following. A fan favorite fundraiser on campus will benefit the Special Olympics this Saturday. University Relations says Eta Sigma Gamma will sponsor their Color Craze 5K at Western Illinois University. Color stations will be set up at the race where participants will be covered in safe and edible paint. There will also be food, music, and prizes, as well as registration. Registration is now $50 per person,
With Earth Day a week away, Campus Greens is holding their annual Earth Fest. Campus Greens presents the 3rd annual Earth Fest in Chandler Park this Saturday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This year's activities will include a bags tournament, educational booths, yoga in the park, and live music from bands all over Illinois. This event will be free for students and the community.
The campus bookstore is looking to change its entire business model. Rising prices drove store director Jude Kaya to propose a new system very similar to that of high schools. All students would pay the same flat fee and receive all of their books. Under the proposal, every individual would receive all of their materials by day one of classes. Students would then return their textbook at the end of the semester, but they would have the option to purchase a textbook if they wanted. Kaya says prices would likely go down because the books would essentially buy text in bulk. Kaya hopes to phase in the new system starting next January and bring it to full use by fall of 2016.
College is an institution of learning developing, but ask any students and they'll tell you it's filled with procrastination. Of course, putting off work is never a good thing for the grades, but some researchers believe they've just discovered some long-term effects of procrastination. News 3's Mario Calero has the story.
What is it about homework that makes students want to do just about anything else in the world besides studying? I mean, I hate doing laundry.
Some of it's not necessarily hard, it's just maybe it's not due today.
I would rather do anything than homework. Like if I had to pick one over the other, I would never pick doing homework over anything.
Don't you have a paper to write?
How did he know I'm supposed to be writing an essay?
Well, for the sake of your heart, it's time to put that pen to paper. Researchers at Bishop's University in Quebec studied around 1,000 people and found the same ones who tested as procrastinators were the same people who showed more symptoms of colds, headaches, indigestion, and yes, even heart troubles. So maybe it's not exactly cause and effect, but why is this correlation seen? Is it the stress that these individuals are experiencing? Well, yeah, that's exactly what researchers are thinking.
I felt the thrill. I liked that I was more challenged because I always had the really easy classes. Like I didn't care about.
Well,
I don't know about you. I'm very guilty of that.
I am too. I mean, it's something that I definitely want to change with my next 2 years here, but with the semester wrapping up, who knows how that's going to go.
Just get a wave of senioritis on me, so I don't know how well that's going to go, but we'll see.
You're in the home stretch.
All right, thanks, Mario. Another sign that spring is in full swing, Ball 4 is now open. The Entertainment Center on East Jackson will be opening back up for the summer in less than 3 hours. The Macomb Park District announced yesterday on its Facebook page that Ball 4 will be open daily from noon to 10 p.m. The location is driving ranges, mini golf, batting cages, basketball, and beanbag tosses.
Coming up after the break, we bring a splash of color to News 3.
And I'll be sitting down with art professor and project creator of Rocky on Parade, Bill Howard. Coming up next.
And a beautiful morning right now in Macomb. Taking a look outside, you can see bright blue skies, bright sunshine as well. Temperatures are on the increase up to 53 degrees this morning. Look at the radar satellite. You can probably see a lot of this cloud cover moving out off to the north and out of our way. We are have some rain in the forecast though. When's it going to get here? We'll look at your forecast in a couple minutes.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Stories, they happen everywhere. At News 3, we go the distance and tell them firsthand. Across the region,
the tornado tore through a neighborhood in Washington, Illinois.
Across the state.
Here at the state capitol in Springfield for the gubernatorial race.
Across generations.
We have a lot of people that are very dedicated. We're all volunteers.
The stories that inform us, the stories that move us, the stories that matter from a fresh perspective.
I think News 3 is great. It's all one common goal. Everybody's trying to be number one. Last year, we were number one in the nation. We beat out Florida and Oklahoma. I get to work with so many professionals. It's a really great experience, and they're always there to help, and it's just all around fun. Jasmine Crichton really does make it a real-life experience that, most schools maybe not, they don't offer that.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit. I get it. I can do better. Just please, don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Looking around town, it's hard to miss the brightly colored giant bulldog statues. It's Rocky on Parade, modeled after WIU's beloved bulldog, Colonel Rock III. Rocky on Parade is a public art project modeled after projects like Chicago's Cows on Parade. Sitting with me here today is project creator Bill Howard. Bill also serves as a professor in WIU's art department. Bill, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. So tell us where you got your inspiration from to build these massive statues around the town.
Just like you said, we got our inspiration from Cows on Parade, and it's been going on in almost every university, every town, or quite a few of them anyways, and we were just due for a project of this magnitude. I should mention that I've gotten involved with the PAS board, and my family's kind of growing up in the community, so I felt the need to kind of try to marry the two, my job, my career, and the community I live in. So this is kind of the inspiration for that.
Gotcha. And so now how much outreach did you actually have to do? Or did the community kind of come to you, once they heard about the project?
Well, when we first started it out, we thought we'd have to do a lot of outreach. And our very first project a couple of years ago, because we do this every other year, we've got 14 sponsors within a week or a week and a half. And this year we have 23 bulldogs, and we've got all sponsors within a week. So the outreach was nothing, and the community involvement was incredible.
That's awesome. Yeah, like you said, there's 23 this year. Is that a big difference from last year?
Almost double.
Wow.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's great.
So the interest is really peaking, and the sponsorships, I can't thank them enough for being so supportive of it.
So you have an interesting take on how the artists select their designs. So tell me a little bit about the draft.
Well, this year we threw out 25 invitations for artists. So we hand selected some artists, some people volunteered, some people came from Burlington, as far as West Burlington, with designs. So we picked 25 of those. And on the 21st, on Tuesday, in the Heritage Room, we're going to have what's artist draft. So when the time you committed to be a sponsor is the selection you go in the draft. So if we get your check first, you get first round pick out of the 25. So we're going to run it kind of like the NBA draft. And so once they pick that artist off the board, and we do 25 so that the last sponsor still has a couple to choose from. They don't get the tail end Charlie.
Very cool. Gotcha. So how do you select the artists?
A lot of them are professional artists in town. A good portion of them are art students. Some of them are actually other majors in art or on campus. Some heard about the project and submitted designs for us as far as, like I say, as far away as Burlington.
Wow.
Some in Colchester or Carthage. So we just invite the designs, come on in, and let's see what comes up.
Awesome. So are there any, designs that are coming up that you're really excited about?
There's some pretty hilarious ones. There's, without giving it away, there's one that's modeled after Rocky Road ice cream. The play on Rocky. There's there's a couple Western Rockies. There's a space Rocky, a sci-fi Rocky. So they're all across the board. A donut Rocky, a cheese.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
People
cool.
get pretty creative, I bet.
Yeah, it's gonna be colorful. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for
Really
having me.
appreciate it. We're really excited about the new ones popping up in town. So
We'll look for them in the homecoming
great.
parade.
All right. Awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Still ahead, Nicholas Stewart joins us with the full Storm Team 3 forecast coming up next.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move? In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child. We will not wait any longer. In front of a crowd. Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Don't worry. 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
All right, Nick, what do you got for us for weather?
Well, it's going to be a beautiful conditions the next several days. There are some chances of rain here and there, but for the most part, looking at very warm conditions. We got 70s in the, basically it's 70-degree temperatures in the forecast quite a few times, so that's definitely nice. I look outside, though, it definitely shows those beautiful spring conditions outside. Bright blue skies, warm conditions. We're increasing through the morning, already up to 53 degrees. Humidity starting to build up. Yesterday, we were a lot drier, about in the 20s. We're up to 45% humidity with a nice east wind at 10 miles an hour. Look at the current satellite radar composite. You can see the rain across northern Missouri that's shifting into our region. Hey guys, moving into our region. But a lot of this moisture is moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of humidity starting to build, and that's beginning to increase our chances for some shower activity through the next few days. Nothing significant, nothing, big time rain in the forecast. However, we could be looking at some spotty showers here and there. Temperatures across the region are on the increase. Davenport are at 47 degrees, Chicago up to 51. The warmer temperatures off to the south, but St. Louis are checking in at 56 degrees. Those temperatures will be on the increase through the next several days as we inch our way towards the 70s. Look at the current surface map for today. We're going to be dealing with these clouds and spotty rain showers for the day. Right now we are dealing with pretty mostly sunny skies right now, though. But we're looking at a lot of start building in through the morning and late afternoon hours. We're really squeezed between an area of high pressure and low pressure right now. And that's what's really kind of driving the southerly flow into our region. Again, you can see those warm temperatures building in. But for tomorrow, things start to change just a little bit. An area of high pressure starts building in across the Great Lakes region. This will start clearing out our skies just a little bit more, so looking at mostly sunny skies as well. But again, there's that chance for some spotty showers, just mainly due to the high humidity values, as the moisture really starts transporting into our region. Our weather maker is still well off to our west. This cold front sweeping in through the western Midwest. That's slowly inching its way towards us, but not really affecting us, not even until late this weekend. Because on Friday, it's still very far west. The high pressure really starts dominating the tri-state region by Friday. Again, mostly sunny skies as well. But again, those stray showers are still possible, mainly through the afternoon hours on each day and into the evening hours as well. But again, if you look at the precipitation forecast, really nothing's showing up in our area for the next 72 hours, mainly because the showers are going to be so light. But look at these big, heavy rain totals across Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, upwards of 2 to 3 inches of rain in very drought-stricken areas. So that's very beneficial rain falling out that way. For today, we'll get about 68 degrees, windy conditions with gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour at times, but we're getting pretty warm to 68 degrees. Tonight we'll drop down to about 49 degrees. We'll stay on the warmer side of things, mainly because the cloud cover is going to help keep our temperatures pretty warm through the overnight hours. Look at the 5-day forecast. 370-degree marks over the next 3 days. Rain chances for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but sunny skies build in just in time for the weekend on Saturday. Next chance of rain then comes on Sunday in the form of possible showers and thunderstorms. So very nice spring forecast the next several days. So I'm definitely loving the 70-degree temperatures.
You know, Callie and I were just talking about how kind of awkward it is for girls in this weather. Like, do we wear flip-flops with jeans? Do we wear...
Yeah, do you wear shorts and a sweatshirt?
Yeah,
like
I hate to complain, but it's like, oh, it's just awkward.
So the wide variety of people, like clothing people are wearing on campus. You see one person wearing t-shirts and shorts, other person wearing like, a hoodie and jeans. It's always really funny to watch.
You never know what you're going to get when you walk into class. It could be anything. It really is. It really
clothing,
is.
attire.
All right, Danny, what you got
I
for
run
us?
in that same flip-flop.
Oh, you do?
Up next in sports, I'll have your MLB fix with the White Sox and Cubs in action last night. Plus, the Western Illinois baseball team tried to pick up a doubleheader sweep of Wisconsin-Milwaukee on Monday. All that and more is straight ahead on Good Morning Macomb.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
What did you want to be when you grew up? Now, how do you make it happen? Think purple, think success, think Western Illinois University.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Cheers. Take time to be a dad today.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. I'm Danny Fry with sports. The Macomb High School baseball team is off to a superb 11-2 start, facing stellar area teams, including their arch rival, Monmouth-Roseville, on Monday at Sunny Lane Field in Monmouth. MHS tops the Titans 7-1 behind home runs from Alec Drake and Travis Ausberry as Monmouth-Roseville trailed the entire game. The Bombers turn right around again to host Monmouth-Roseville tomorrow at Phil Bradley Field in Macomb with first pitch at 4:30. Western Illinois softball dropped a 3-game series at home, 2-1 against IUPUI. Today, the Leathernecks look to rebound against the nationally ranked Missouri Tigers. Mizzou is the first ranked opponent to step foot in Mary Ellen McKee Stadium since 2013. Game 1 of the doubleheader versus the Tigers is slated to begin at 3 o'clock, with Game 2 set for approximately 5 o'clock. After the WIU baseball team took Game 1 from Wisconsin-Milwaukee 6-4, the Panthers were ready to pounce in Game 2 at Alfred D. Boyer Stadium. Milwaukee scored 5 runs in the top of the first inning, and that was plenty for the Panthers' freshman left-hander Alex McIntosh, who went the full 7 innings in this shortened game while fanning 4 batters. Mark Garden collected Leathernecks' only RBI on a single in the 7th inning. Western falls to 10-21 overall and head back to Summit League play this Friday for the first of a 3-game set at Fort Wayne. Over to Major League Baseball, the Chicago White Sox made the short trip to Cleveland on Tuesday night for a 3-game set with the Indians. Terry Francona and his Indians, a former on-air talent ESPN, taking the White Sox. Top 1, Sox up 1-0, and Avisail Garcia bounces one up the middle into center field for the RBI single. Melky Cabrera, the Milkman, comes in to score. Good outing for Jose Quintana, the hard-throwing lefty. He slows it down here, strikes out Michael Bourne's swing at a pitch in the dirt. He had 6 strikeouts on the night. In the 4th, it's Jose Abreu who launches one. This is a jam shot from Tyler Flowers. It gets just out of the reach of Jose Ramirez. Garcia cruises in, Sox up 3-0. Well, spoiler alert, Jose Abreu crushes one deep to left. It will go ahead and get over the wall. That put the Sox up 4-1. They would win by that final score. The Sox now starting to get in a groove of things. They are now 3-4. The Indians fall to 2-5. The north side of Chicago is buzzing for the Cubs' 4-2 start. This marks the Cubbies' first time being 2 games over the 500 mark since the end of the 2009 season. Thought I'd drop that in here since I'm a Cardinal fan. Red starter Anthony DeSclafani delivers to Starling Castro, who bounces it up the middle. De Scalfani knocks it down and gets the out at first. This is worth another look. Behind the back, glove is off, but that doesn't matter. He just makes the play anyway. Flash forward to the bottom of the 8th inning. Wellington Castillo at the dish for the Cubs. Hits a high fly ball deep to left center of the basket's like, I got it. Into the basket for a home run. Cubs down just one, 3-2 at that point. Later in the inning, Tony Cingrani out of the bullpen strikes out Chris Coughlin swinging. Reds out of the jam. Still 3-2 Reds. Aroldis Chapman in to close it out in the 9th. Couple base runners on, but it doesn't matter. He shuts them down to end the game. Reds win 3-2. So the Cubs maybe falling back to earth. They're at 4-3. The Reds are now at 5-3. The series finale between the Cubs and Reds is tonight at 7:05 at the Friendly Confines. Always a good day when the Cubs lose.
I agree with that. Me being a Cardinals fan, I heard 2009.
Yes, that was
Comeback City apparently.
Well, that was around the time when they made the playoffs and got swept.
Yeah.
But that was right around the 100-year mark of their drought.
Well, you know, you got to give them a little bit of hope. You have to. I mean,
Well, they'll be good in a couple years. I just don't think just yet.
And everyone is saying, you know, it's going to be right now. It's right now. No, I don't buy
This
it.
is the year.
I don't think
Say
so.
that every year.
I'm just glad I'm a White Sox fan.
Deal with any of that.
They won.
All right, Danny, thank you so much.
No problem.
We'll be back with the check of weather coming up next.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic.
That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids.
We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone.
And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education.
HSF.net.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
And this just in breaking news, Aaron Hernandez has been found guilty. News 3 will follow and keep up to date on that story. And Nick, what do you got for final weather for us?
Taking a quick look at your forecast. Today we're going to get up to about 68 degrees under partly sunny skies. Gusty winds blowing at about 30 miles per hour. Tonight we'll drop down to about 49 degrees. 5-day forecast, pretty nice though. We got a triplet of 7-degree temperatures, chance of rain next 2 days.
All right, well, thank you so much, Nick.
That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
For Nicholas Stewart, I'm Franny Smith.
And for Danny Fry, I'm Colleen Judge.
Stay connected with News 3, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and our website.
Have a good morning, Macomb.